downs. The Tar Heels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're...
Snags it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Knights in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the counter play. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCF! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They strike first, and drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system. And
oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
To the air, it's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in, it's Warren. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. grabbed in the middle. It's Warren. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They will score! Touchdown, North Carolina! The extra point here would tie the game. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Spins away from the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Knights. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
UCF 14, North Carolina 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Got the quick completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Give to the running back. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
14, North Carolina, 7.
First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes a man miss. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Rayner. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air. It's Rayner. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. On the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Scanning the field. It's Rayner. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw. It's Rayner. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more fit.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Makes the grab. It's Ship. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Knights will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. And the physical play there forces... completion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Into the end zone. He's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need
He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And he makes the extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Knights! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Rayner. Steps away. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Wants to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Going to swing it on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Nice job by the defense there, killing the drive. They've given up a lot of yards on that one, and they were on their heels. It felt like it was inevitable that this offense was going to go score a touchdown until that guy decided to take it over. Third down, we're putting a stop to this. I'm getting in the backfield. I'm bringing this quarterback down on the ground, and we're going to stop the bleeding. Good job.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. That's caught. It's Warren. Still on his feet at the 45. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his man. It's Warren. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point, to make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And that is how we will wrap this one up.